What if the reason she pulled away had nothing to do with you not being attractive enough, successful enough, or romantic enough, and everything to do with one quiet thing you never even knew she was waiting for? The men who figured this out didn't read it in a book. They learned it through years of getting it wrong. But you don't have to wait that long, not anymore. Welcome, and I am so glad you are here today because what you are about to discover changed everything for the men who truly understood it. Not just their relationships, their entire experience of what it means to connect with a woman on a level that most men never reach. This is not about pickup lines, grand gestures, or playing games. This is about something far quieter, far more powerful, and honestly far more beautiful. I am going to share with you the intimacy secret that older, wiser men carry almost like a hidden language. Stay until the very end, because the most important piece of this, the one that ties everything together, comes last. So let us begin where all great understanding begins, not with what women say, but with what they feel. Insight number 1, she is not testing you. She is reading why. Oh, picture this. A man takes a woman on a beautiful first date. The food is perfect, the conversation flows, he says all the right things. But on the drive home, he becomes slightly impatient in traffic. He sighs, checks his phone once, gets a little quiet. She notices, and something shifts inside her, not because of the traffic, but because in that unguarded moment, she saw something real. Women are not running tests the way people joke about. They are doing something far more sophisticated. They are reading the emotional temperature of a man when he thinks no one is watching. Older men understand this intuitively. They have learned that a woman's trust is not won in the highlight moments, it is won in the ordinary ones. The way you respond to small frustrations. The way you listen when you are tired. The way you treat the waiter. Let that sink in. Your most intimate, unscripted moments are the ones that build or quietly dissolve her sense of safety with you. Insight number 2, emotional safety is the real attraction. There is a word that younger men almost never use when talking about what women want, and that word is safety. Not physical safety, though that matters too. Emotional safety. The kind that makes her feel she can exhale fully in your presence, that she will not be judged, dismissed, or made to feel too much. Here is the psychology behind it. Women carry an enormous amount of emotional weight every single day. They are reading rooms, managing feelings, holding space for others. When a man creates an atmosphere where she does not have to perform, where she can simply be, that is not just comforting. That is magnetic. Pause for a moment and think about this. The men women describe as deeply attractive are rarely just the most handsome or the most successful. They are the ones she says make her feel calm, make her feel seen. Emotional safety is not weakness in a man, it is the foundation of every great love story ever told. The takeaway here is simple and profound. She will open her heart to the man who makes her feel safe to do so. Insight number 3, she falls in love with how you make her feel about herself. This one changed everything for the men who truly heard it. Women do not fall in love with men the way films tell you they do. They fall in love with the version of themselves they become around you. Think about that woman in you. Our life who lights up around a certain person. Her laughter comes easier. She stands taller. She is funnier, warmer, more herself. That man did not impress her into loving him. He reflected her own beauty back to her, and she associated that feeling with being near him. Older men who understand this stop trying to be the most impressive person in the room. They become the most present. They ask questions with genuine curiosity. They remember the small details she mentioned once and bring them back weeks later. They make her feel like the most interesting person they have ever listened to. Because in that moment, she is. The takeaway. Stop trying to make her notice how great you are and start making her feel how great she is. Insight number 4, patience is the most romantic thing you can offer. In a world of instant everything, patience has become profoundly rare and therefore profoundly attractive. Women open in layers, like the pages of a book you cannot rush. A man who pushes, who needs every door opened immediately, who becomes visibly unsettled when she is not fully his yet, that energy closes her. But a man who is genuinely comfortable taking his time, who seems almost quietly confident that what is building between them is worth waiting for. That man becomes irresistible. Pause here and really feel this one. Patience communicates something no amount of flowers or compliments ever can. It says you are worth the time. You are not a conquest. You are not a checkbox. You are something I intend to understand slowly, gently, and completely. That message lands in a place inside a woman that never forgets it. The takeaway is this. Your patience is not passive, it is one of the most powerful statements of value you will ever make. Insight number 5, she needs to feel your depth, not just your desire. Young men often believe that desire is enough, that if she knows he wants her, that is the ultimate compliment. And desire is beautiful, do not misunderstand. But desire without depth feels like being wanted for your surface. And every woman knows the difference. Older men have learned to let her see what moves them, what they care about deeply, what breaks their heart a little, the music that hits differently at night, the book they return to when life gets heavy, the cause they believe in quietly but completely. When a man shares his interior world, not performing vulnerability but genuinely letting her in, something extraordinary happens. She stops being just curious about him. She becomes devoted to understanding him. Let that sink in. Depth invites depth. When you let her see what you are made of beneath the surface, she begins to show you the same. That is where real intimacy lives, not in the beautiful moments, but in the real ones. Insight number 6, the silence between you tells her everything. This one is something older men almost never have to explain, they simply live it. There is a kind of silence that is uncomfortable where two people have run out of safe things to say. And then there is a completely different kind where two people sit together and need nothing more than that. Women pay extraordinary attention to how a man handles silence. Whether he rushes to fill it, grows anxious within it, or whether he can simply rest inside a quiet moment with her, fully present and completely at ease. That second kind of silence communicates a groundedness that words rarely can. It says, I do not need to perform for you. I am enough right here, right now, with nothing happening at all. The takeaway here is gentle but powerful. Learn to be comfortable in the quiet, because the silence between you is where she decides how deeply she trusts you. Here's what I really want you to hear, and I mean this just for you, right now. You are not broken. You are not behind. Every man who has ever felt confused by love, by connection, by the quiet distance between himself and the woman he wanted to reach, he was not failing. He was just missing this. The truth is, women are not complicated. We are simply deep. And the man who is willing to go there with us slowly, patiently, and with his whole heart, that man changes everything. That man we do not forget. The intimacy secret older men figured out is not a technique, it is a way of being. It is choosing presence over performance, patience over pressure, and depth over display, every single day. If something in this video landed for you, if one of those insights made you pause and think, I would love to know which one. Leave it in the comments below, because your reflection might be exactly what someone else needed to read today. And if this felt like the kind of conversation you want more of, subscribe, because there is so much more to explore. Lore together. Remember this. The right woman does not want a perfect man. She wants a real one.